Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Bulldog Blitz. A little disappointed but proud of the Bulldogs and a valiant comeback. Lose 27-26 to Copiah-Lincoln here at A.L. May Memorial Stadium. Bulldogs are down 20-0 in the first quarter, but battled back, had a chance to win it with a two-point conversion in the final minute, but weren't able to pull it out. We're going to talk with Jack Wright, the head coach, while we take a look at some highlights. Then we'll introduce you to Ty, wide receiver Tyler Henderson, when we play 10 questions. Last segment this week is Izzy Werdann, the new women's softball coach here at Gulf Coast. Former All-American is back to coach at her alma mater, and she'll introduce us to her first team. Stick around. Here on the field with head coach Jack Wright. Jack, that was a heartbreaker right there, but I thought y'all showed a lot of determination, guts.
We did. Our kids never gave up. I knew we wouldn't. We got a great group. They play hard. We got down, just too far. You count to, a dozen things throughout the course of the game that would have given us a better chance.
We'll start at the end. You guys are down 14 in the fourth quarter and put together two great drives. What was working for y'all down the stretch?
Throwing the ball. We've got some explosive receivers. Landon's a great passer. We just had to get our guys, in the right position. We had to protect a little bit. We had to give Landon a moment. We did. So we did some things at the end to give us a chance. But like I said, there was just too much of a hole that we dug ourselves early. We couldn't get all the way out of it.
Right. So then you get the ball back with I think right at the 2-minute timeout, are able to march down. What was your thinking as you're going down the field?
Just get in the end zone, try to find a matchup. All of our receivers are capable of winning one-on-one, so just trying to create one of those with a formation or something, make an easy read for Landon, let him, give it to one of our guys in space.
I think Landon completed, I think it was like 33 of 51 passes, 400 yards, so y'all were able to do that. Let's talk about the play with Shelby, the final score. What was that play?
That was just a shallow cross. He was in man-to-man coverage. He's made a lot of plays in practice. He just hadn't had as many touches in a game. Just really proud of him. He dove, hit the pylon. Just proud of him. It was a great play. Just a one-on-one. Got enough separation, dove for the pylon, got in.
Then the decision to go for two, I think you went for two because you liked the play you had.
We did, and I'm sitting there looking in the eyes of our receivers. Like you said, Don, we had thrown it 50-some-odd times, and they were tired. Tyler was cramping up at the end. I didn't know how much juice we had left. I'm sure Copiah-Lincoln was tired too. Felt like we had a good play, for that situation, and we called it, and it didn't work.
So let's talk. The first quarter was not great. Obviously, you're down 20-0, and the regulators were kind of struggling to find their footing. But after that, I thought they played a whale of a game.
It looked like we weren't going to slow them down at all, but we have a tendency to catch up to offensive speed-wise. If you look at the way games have gone for us this year, we've given up some yards and some points early in the first quarter, first half, and we've kind of catch up. So that's kind of what happened tonight. It was just too little too late.
Yes, a lot of turnovers, but y'all were able to force some turnovers, get some key fourth down stops. Mistakes will always bite you.
Sure will. Just too many mistakes, but that's a good defense. Statistically done, that's the number one defense in our conference, I think number 3 in the country. So we knew coming in it was going to be a tough night. They ran the ball well. We knew we would have limited opportunities. When you run the ball well, they're going to stay on the field. They did that. So we had limited opportunities offensively. Again, just got to give Copiah-Lincoln credit. That's a good football team. They got a good offensive line, good backs. The quarterback made plays when he had to. So give them credit. They did some things to put themselves in position to win.
You said they're a third-ranked defense. I think they're first among teams who aren't like Community Christian or
Correct.
one of those.
Great defense. Yeah, we knew that coming in, yeah.
There's still a lot left to play for. Obviously, we got 2 road trips coming up next week. We go to Oklahoma, and what do you have to do to rebound from this?
Well, we're giving the players off Sunday. It's been a long season. It's about staying fresh right now. It's about staying healthy. So we're going to give them, a day or so off and try to come back in here. It's a long trip. That's not an easy trip. I've made that a few times. Not an easy place to play. So we'll have to have our act together when it comes to travel and being professional on our traveling responsibility. So it'll be a challenge for us for sure.
And you still have a lot to play for. The South Division still in the balance. You can still, get at least a share of that.
Each team has a loss now, including us. So, a lot of things could shake out over the next 2 weeks.
Lots left to play for, Jack.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk with you next week.
Thank you.
Tyler Bailey had the J.W. Puckett Construction big hit of the game against Colin with this sack. J.W. Puckett Construction are pioneers of construction excellence with a legacy dating back to 1969. Go to jwpuckettconstruction.com.
When looking for college, I wanted somewhere that would push me and allow me to kind of be the person I'd always wanted to be.
Everyone here kind of has this mindset of seeing the next person succeed, and I think that just creates a Southern Miss spirit.
You find what you need out of Southern Miss. What I need isn't what another student needs, but we all find something here.
You don't have to be what people have said you've been. You don't have to be what people think you are. Like, coming to Southern Miss, you can totally reinvent yourself and be who you truly feel like you are meant to be.
They call him Ty. Let's meet wide receiver Tyler Henderson.
My name is Tyler Henderson. I go by Ty. I'm from Vicksburg, Mississippi. It's pretty a small town, but everybody bounded in as a community. It's very supportful. Like, the whole city supporting me. I like that. I got my nickname Ty. I really don't know. From kindergarten, it just stuck with me ever since. But I like it though. I like it. It's a nice nickname. I started playing football when I was 6 years old for the Packers. Vicksburg Packers, a very nice organization. Mostly everybody that played football from Vicksburg probably played Pee Wee football somewhere. I've always been fat. Everybody been saying. I always been kind of that guy as far as Pee Wee wise and football wise actually. I really played wing back because we was in the wing T for Pee Wee, so I really played wing back and I transferred to receiver. I'm 18 years old last year. Football is my life, something I've been doing for so long. It's part of me. It's really me as a whole. Like, it's just me. Wow. Coach Cal, he's a very good coach. He knows a lot and he can teach you a lot. He's very coach friendly, If you got a problem, go ask Coach. He'll find a way to make it work. Like, he would really like. Coach Cal loves his players. Like, he'll do anything for his players. Much love for Coach Cal. I'd probably say Devontae Smith as far as, motivational wise, size wise. He's a big motivation on me because he's undersized and he made it to the league. Probably is up there with Lil Durk. You got Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and Young Boy, but if I had to choose Young Boy good, he the GOAT. YB the GOAT. Sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Oh my God, the thing's so good. I like that though. I probably get there every time I come home. So we come home to Vicksburg, I go to Whataburger and grab me one of them. You got Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. I like the Flash too though, cause he's fast. The Flash. I like the Flash a lot. I just like him. Family, mom, dad, they always been, every step of the way they've been along with me. The whole family, just from showing support. I'm very thankful for everybody in the community actually, the Vicksburg community. I'm just so proud to be from Vicksburg as far as the community wise, how everybody just so supportive. I love it. Probably Lando. Probably Coach Wright. Coach Cal would be a good one too, but I say probably Lando. Landon or Bell, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Me and Landon actually played each other in 8th grade for the Little Six Championship. I beat him, so I got a little more something over him on that. But yeah, me and Lando, we bonded as soon as we got here. Since I got here, he showed me the ropes and everything. We just been building up ever since.
Tyler Henderson was the Ely Guild-Hardy player of the game against Colin, piling up 131 receiving yards with 2 touchdowns. At Ely Guild-Hardy, we create designs that stand the test of time. View our work at ElyGuildHardy.com. Izzy Werdann has returned to her alma mater to take over her former softball team. She's a new head coach here, and she'll introduce us to her 2026 softball team.
My name is Izzy Werdann. I am the head softball coach here at Mississippi Gulf Coast. I am from Pensacola, Florida. I grew up there. I went to Tate High School, won a state championship there my senior year, came here, spent 2 years playing here, 2 of the best years of my life. And so I knew at some point that I would be back here. Didn't know when, didn't know how, but I knew that somehow I wasn't done with Mississippi Gulf Coast. After my career here, I spent 2 years at Ole Miss. I graduated with my bachelor's degree there, while also getting to play some softball there and winning and doing some really good things there. And then I have been, for the past 6 years, I've been at the University of Southern Mississippi, and that's where I got my start as a coach. It's where I learned a lot, I grew, and it's what prepared me to now take on this role here. We returned Brooklyn Mitchell, who is one of the best shortstops in the state. She does a lot of really good things, and we've upped her game and we've upped her level of play. I'm really excited to see how she continues to compete in the MAC, and then I'm excited to see about what we can get working for her on the flip side after this season is over. Another returning sophomore, Caroline Batson. She's done a really great job. We're getting her to pull the ball with a little bit more power, and we've increased level of play. She's really decent in the outfield. She takes really good routes, and she can track a ball down with the best of them, and so she's done well for us there. And then Bailey Tillis, Bailey and Kinsey in the outfield, they've done a really good job, and they work well next to each other. They've done a really good job at communicating and learning each other, tracking down balls, and going to get some things. And from a catching standpoint, we have 4. We have Allie Williamson, Piper. We have Nat Jones and Juicy, and so they're all kind of working together right now, and they push each other to be really good. And defensively, we're going to be pretty good. Offensively, we're gonna give some people a run for their money. So I'm looking forward to this season. I have Brooklyn Peterson, a sophomore, pitcher utility kid from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I have Layla Barnes, an infielder from D'Iberville, Mississippi. And then I have Kate Forrest Grahan. She is a transfer pitcher from Bevel. And then we have Erin Cahill, returning infielder pitcher. So, freshman from St. Pat, I have Elizabeth Colson, an outfielder. Brianna Tanner and Kaylee Lawson are both freshmen from Hurley, Mississippi. They're coming to us straight off of a state championship this past year with the high school, and so winners come to Perk. But Gabby Smith, and she is a pitcher infielder from Harrison Central High School. I have Lexi Patterson, a freshman infielder from Ackerman, Mississippi. And then we have Mackenzie Cooley, an incoming freshman utility from Clinton, Mississippi. My staff, I have Kaylee Hildebrand. She's my pitching coach. She's worked wonders with our pitchers this fall. Definitely helped increase their knowledge, their understanding, their ability to compete. So she's been working with our pitchers, and she's definitely, we've increased. She played a year here at Mississippi Gulf Coast. Her freshman year was here. After that, I think she was injured, and she ended up at Memphis for the remainder of her career, where she was able to compete at the next level. And then Caitlin Duke, she played at East Central, and then went on to play at the W, where she won a national championship competing in basketball. And then she also competed as a softball athlete there. And she spent the last couple years in South Carolina coaching at South Carolina State, where she helped get them to the championship of their conference. And so Caitlin brings a lot of experience with both recruiting and winning back to Gulf Coast.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. We'll come to you next week from Clarksdale after the Bulldogs make the long road trip to play Oklahoma. We'll see you then.